This mid-morning, let's explore kind ethics as well as meditate. This is Lama Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditation School. Welcome to Meditate Like a Jedi. This is the Lama you are looking for. This morning, we could chant and meditate and enjoy a lesson or two. But first, if you love Star Wars and you wish to meditate as transformatively as Obi-Wan Kenobi upon the toasty sands of Tatooine, be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. If at any point during this morning's live stream you have a question about Buddha's meditation or Buddha's philosophy and how to apply them to your life, don't wait to the end. Now, quick, hurry. Type your question in the chat window in great detail. So, let us discuss the Eightfold Path. 50% of it pertains to loving kindness. Loving kindness, therefore, has four components. The first component is the mental component, the loving wish. Where it follows is the actual behavioral component. That would be kind communication, kind behavior, kind conduct, and kind commerce. Now, what do we mean by kind commerce? Don't be a Karen and try to get people fired. Don't be a Chad and try to drive people out of business. So people sometimes ask, well, how do we know what the kind thing to do is? And this is what separates the kids from the adults. Because our inner petulance is prone to drives us to be rigid and fearful and controlling. However, as we grow, as we spiritually mature, we see the value of being flexible and loving and laid back. When we not only practice the Buddha's mindfulness and meditations, but actually master them, it becomes easier and easier to find the middle ground between the two extremes of being contrived or being scattered. That middle ground is centered spontaneity. When our choices and utterances and deeds flow from centered spontaneity, then it's infinitely easier to spontaneously choose the best thing for all parties concerned. Now, does that guarantee that everything you do is always going to seem that way? No. But if you maintain your vulnerability, you can learn from your mistakes. Now, living in this way is going to alienate people who are rigid and fearful and controlling. It's going to draw to you those who are flexible, loving, and laid back. Before we start our formal chanting and then meditation, let's take 1 minute for housekeeping. If you find value in my lessons and techniques and explanations and guided practice and in my enthusiasm to answer the questions you type for me in the chat window, then allow me to remind you that with your assistance, this channel could come to support, could help support the next generation of nuns, monks, yogis, lamas, and even brick-and-mortar meditation centers, each replete with a resident teacher and their apprentice. If this seems like a good idea to you, you're welcome to help out, even for as little as the cost of 1 cup of coffee a month. Simply use your smartphone's camera to capture this QR code, or if you're old school, simply click one of the donation links in the description area below the video. Allow me to remind you that the first two folds of the Eightfold Path, whoopsie, pertain to the wisdom of letting go, as well as wishing love. Therefore, the first chant we are going to play with helps us to deepen our wisdom of letting go, and the final chant with which we close our practice helps us to further develop our wishing love. So together, let us chant the Heart of Wisdom Sutra. And when we hit a passage that you find opaque, type your question. Just be specific. I found that pressing my palms together at the level of my heart, or holding my palms together at the level of my solar plex, while performing a percussive golf clap, helps to center my energy. Let's chant this text percussively. The noble Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, while practicing the deep practice of Prajnaparamita, looked upon the five skandhas and seeing they were empty of self-existence, said, "Here, Shariputra, form is emptiness, emptiness is form. Emptiness is not separate from form, form is not separate from emptiness. Whatever is form is emptiness, whatever is emptiness is form." The same holds for sensation and perception, memory and consciousness. Here, Shariputra, all dharmas are defined by emptiness, not by birth or destruction, purity or defilement, completeness or deficiency. Therefore, Shariputra, in emptiness there is no form, no sensation, no perception, no memory, and no consciousness. No eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, and no mind. No shape, no sound, no smell, no taste, no feeling, and no thought. No element of perceptions from mind to conceptual consciousness. No causal link from consciousness to old age and death. No end of causal link from consciousness to old age and death. No suffering, no source, no relief, no path. No knowledge, no attainment, and no non-attainment. Therefore, Shariputra, without attainment, Bodhisattvas take refuge in Prajnaparamita and live without the wall of the mind. Without walls of the mind, and thus without fears, they see through delusions and finally accomplish nirvana. All Buddhas, past, present, and future, also take refuge in Prajnaparamita and realize and excel perfect enlightenment. You should therefore know the great mantra of Prajnaparamita, the mantra of great magic, the unexcelled mantra. The mantra equal to the unequaled, which heals all suffering and is true, not false. The mantra in Prajnaparamita is spoken thus: Gate gate para sangate bodhisvaha. So let us play with Let us blend the silent and mental recitation of a rhetorical question with the relaxing recitation of this 17-syllable mantra. During our inhalation, we can we can ask the generic question, how relax into the awareness of this, unless we're feeling a specific challenge. And then in the challenge, we can mentally, concisely write it right there. Gante mara sangati buri swaha gate para sangati buri swaha gate para sangati buri swaha gate para sangati buri swaha. All right, we come to the physically oriented, metaphoric practice of Soto Zen's just sitting. The key to really sitting up nice and tall in a manner that will make your grandma proud is to breathe from the diaphragm during your inhalation. Additionally, during the inhalation, we will practice mindfulness as we silently and mentally recite, notice this, and we will practice meditation as we silently and mentally recite. During each exhalation, we shall meditate as we silently and mentally recite, relaxing. So, by way of our warm-up, let's bend to the left, let's bend to the right. Let's sit with our nose in alignment with our navel and begin with a ridiculously enthusiastic round of breath. welcome to the live stream. When you feel you have a question about Buddhist meditation or philosophy or how to apply them, don't wait till the end. Simply type your question in great detail right now in the chat window. Sorry guys, I'm not as healthy as I'd like to be and I must return to bed. So before I do, let's close with a loving chant. May everyone be free from stress, may everyone be happy, may no one be separated from the happiness. May everyone have balance from the tyranny of hating, craving, and clinging freed. May everyone be free from stress, may everyone be happy. May no one be separated from the happiness. May everyone have balance from the tyranny of hating, craving, and clinging freed. May everyone be free from stress, may everyone be happy. May no one be separated from the happiness. May everyone have balance from the tyranny of hating, craving, and clinging freed. If you feel I have earned it, type something in the chat window, give this live stream a thumbs up, and share this on social media. In approximately 3.5 hours, I would very much like to return to lead this afternoon's meditation. Until then, may you and yours be happy and healthy. And if you are as geeky as me, this is the way.